Hello, my name is Ronica Williams. I'm going to be your instructor for Anatomy and Physiology Part 1. We're going to go through kind of the beginning of the syllabus. So, course number is 2103. These are all of the sections that I am teaching. If you have 0201, that's the face-to-face class here in Alice. Anything with 3 zeros at the beginning is going to be exclusively online, no face-to-face time. You can see which class you're in, which section you are in via Blackboard. And I'll show you how to do that when you get to the Blackboard video. So the department is Science. We've got Spring 2023, and this is the Academic General Education Division. The online sections 0001 and 0002 are asynchronous, meaning that there is no set time that we are going to meet for class. You've got recorded lectures. I do have tutoring times available so that if you need help with anything, I'm there for you. Face-to-face Alice is going to be from 8 to 9 every Tuesday and Thursday, and that'll be in A 214 or Alice 214. For the online stuff, you're going to be using Blackboard, you're going to be using McGraw-Hill Connect, and you're going to be using LifeSize. LifeSize is basically FaceTime for the school, so we can interact if you need help. McGraw-Hill Connect is the software associated with your book that you should have paid for when you paid your tuition. You don't necessarily have to buy a physical copy of the book because you have access to the ebook online as well as the software. As I said, my name is Ronica Williams. If you are going to email me, I would prefer you use Blackboard, but understand that I am horrible at checking my email. The best way and the quickest way to get a hold of me would be to text me. Here is my cell phone number. I would say use that if you want to actually get a response within an hour or two. If you want it to be a few weeks, you can email me because I'm terrible at email. Student tutoring is when I get online and I'm available so that you can ask me anything you need to ask me. If you need clarification on something, if you need help understanding something because you don't understand how I explained it in the videos, or even in class. If you're in my face-to-face class and you have questions, this is a great time to get online and ask me questions. So specifically for AP1, will be 9 to 10 every Monday and Wednesday. And then I have just tutoring times from 12 to 2 and from 3:30 to 5. If you need to meet at a different time, if these times don't work for you, just text me. We can work out a time when we're both available, and that way I can help you out if you need it. Something else to also keep in mind, I'm not going to sit on LifeSize for 2 hours waiting for somebody to show up. If no one shows up in the first 10 minutes of those time frames, I'm going to log off and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, whether that's working or grading or putting together assignments. Now, if you want to meet in that time frame, you just can't meet in that first 10 minutes, text me and let me know. I'll set an alarm on my phone and I'll make sure that I log on when you're ready to talk with me. So again, this is Human Anatomy and Physiology 1 lecture. It's 3 credits. Weekly contact hours is 3. We recommend that you take the lab along with it, and that's 2101. Course catalog description. This is Anatomy and Physiology 1, the first part of a 2-course sequence. It's a study of structure and function of the human body, including cells, tissues, and organs of the following systems: the integumentary, which is a fancy way of saying skin, the skeletal, the muscular, and the nervous, as well as the special senses, which is part of the nervous. Emphasis is on the interrelationships among systems and regulation of physiological functions involved in maintaining homeostasis. There are course objectives that we have to follow for this state. Upon successful completion of the course, you will be able to use anatomical terminology to identify and describe the locations of major organs of each system covered, explain the interrelationships among molecules, cellular, tissue, and organ functions of each system, Describe the interdependency and interactions of the systems. Describe the contributions of organs and the systems to maintenance of homeostasis. Identify causes and effects of homeostatic imbalances. Describe modern technology and tools used to study anatomy and physiology. As far as the course goes, you have bought this book online. You have an ebook already for this, as well as access to the Connect software. When you paid your tuition, you should have gotten all-inclusive access. Now, if you want to buy a hard edition of the book, my advice would be look on the Connect website. There's a place where you can buy a loose leaf version of the book that will be cheaper for you. If you want to buy an older edition of the book, that is also fine. I wouldn't say using a different book is the best necessarily, but an older edition that'll cost you 15 bucks on Amazon, perfectly fine. If you look here, you can see this is our agenda. It has the dates. It also has when things are going to be open, when things are due, your exams open and when they are due. And you can see that the text is in red when those important dates are coming up. I've color coded them, and this is the key to that color coding. Orange is when assignments are opening, yellow is when they are due, green is when exams open, red is when they are due. I'm going to reserve the right to change dates if circumstances dictate. Any changes will be announced in Blackboard, and it's the student's responsibility to get any information covered in class if you're absent. Luckily for us, as far as face-to-face goes, you already have these lectures recorded. They're there, they're available. If you miss class, you should be able to still get the information that you need. I will announce when I open up assignments. I will announce when they are due. I will try to remind you right before they are due, but as far as when you turn them in, if you're late, I announced it in announcements in Blackboard. I gave you the schedule for the class.